Welcome to Ring the Bell Combat TV. It's your boy Dan the Man. Please press that subscribe button if it's your first time watching. Man, oh man, we witnessed a masterclass. We just witnessed a pure masterclass from Terence Bud Crawford. I mean, he bullied the bully. What we saw last night was science. I'm telling you, man. Pure science. We're talking about an all-time great here. Let's be honest. I know people like to, you look back at the greats, the four kings and all that, and, you have to give them their dues, yes. But just going by eye test alone, I know some people like to almost like you have to worship the rings the fighters of the past stepped in. Yes, they were greats, and you have to give them their dues. But you look, yes, I get it, but I don't totally buy into that, man. I don't totally buy into that. It's almost like you got gatekeepers in boxing who, I think time gets you respect as well, and I think it almost in sports, it almost takes decades after you've retired for people to give you a proper dues, man. But can anybody tell me that Terence Bud Crawford wouldn't wipe the floor with any welterweight of any time? Can anyone really say that? Seriously. We're talking about an all-time great here. He absolutely dominated someone who's considered, I would say personally, a top 5 pound for pound. He's rival. He made Errol Spence look ordinary. Errol Spence was his easiest fight in the welterweight division. That's not because Errol Spence is not good, but that's just because it looked like Bud has been studying this guy. He proper was in the lab studying this guy. Bud was like a robot in there, like he picked up data in the first round, like check. We got him. Terence couldn't do nothing with Bud last night, man. Nothing. Bud was reading everything. It was almost like he could do anything he wanted in there with Errol. I mean, it got to the point after like the 4th round, it almost felt like Bud could have taken him at any moment, but it almost felt like he started enjoying it in there, man. It's almost like he wanted to show people just how much better he is than Errol. He could have got Errol out of there earlier than he did, I personally think. But he wasn't rushing. He knew that there was no danger. He almost felt like he knew that there's nothing this guy can do with me. So I'm going to put on a boxing masterclass and show the world just how good I am against someone that people thought was a 50-50 fight. Man, you listen. I'm telling you guys, Bud Crawford is an all-time great. If you're telling me Bud wouldn't wipe the floor with the likes of the Durans of this world, the Hugglers of this world, you're smoking something, man. You're smoking something. The guy is a pure boxing genius. Yeah? What? Listen, he's an all-time great. Bud's an all-time great, man. I mean, I almost done a video. Yes, my prediction was Bud by decision, but I wasn't too sure. I almost done a video before the fight to say I've changed my mind. I think Errol might do it. I think Errol's relentless pressure might break Bud down. I almost did. Yeah, it was that kind of a fight. You just flew. I think for most people, you went back and forth. There was reason why this guy could win, and there's reasons why that guy could win. That's how most people was looking at it. But the way Bud dissected Errol, the way he, man, nobody could put, nah. If you say you predicted that, you're a genius or you're lying. No one saw that coming, man. Nobody saw that coming. I couldn't, Errol Spence stepping in the ring with anybody and being dominated like that. Because that's what he does. And for him to be beaten up, that's what it was. That was an ass whooping, man. He beat him up. He beat up the bigger guy, the so-called stronger guy, and that's another thing. People underestimate, you see, people underestimate Bud's physical strength. You know, he's skinny stature, he's kind of lean, you know, stature. People underestimate, but his wrestling background, people, I'm telling you, man, he looked like the stronger guy in there last night. He was able to push Errol back, even in the clinches. In the inside, he was dominating, pushing Errol back. To the point where Errol was unsure of himself, even in the, like, man, I'm telling you, like, there was nothing in there that Errol could do to Bud. On the outside, on the inside, he was just dominant, man, dominant. Pushing Errol back. When have you ever seen Errol fight on the back foot? That shows you, like Bud said, man, when you're in there with him, that's when you realise. I think from the second round, from that knockdown, Errol, once his ass hit the canvas, I feel like Errol thought to himself, shit, who am I in here with, man? Levels. Man, I'm telling you, this guy here, he might not get his proper dues here yet. You know, like in all sports, man, you know, you have to, like I said, we'll be able to proper assess this era once, you know, they've all retired and we're looking back on it. And to give them their proper dues. Because that's how it goes in boxing especially, man. In most sports, but in boxing especially. It's when decades pass and you move into that, you know, legendary status from the past. That's when people start looking at the new era and be like, well, these guys are not as good as those guys back in the days. Yeah, I think that's when Bud will get his proper dues, man. I'm telling you. I'm telling you, this guy would have wiped the floor with any welterweight of any era. And dare I say, I think there's nothing someone like Duran could have done with Bud Crawford. There's nothing someone like Hagler, you know. Sugar Ray, now you're talking levels, just on the technique side of things. Now you're talking, ooh, that would have been saucy. That would have been spicy. But the Four King, I don't know. I don't think you could just keep putting these guys in some level where these new guys can't really fuck with them. I don't know. I really don't know. Just going by eye test, I don't think. Listen, we're talking about a scientist here, man. A boxing scientist. He know, man, the guy is a genius. Absolute genius. You know? Dare I say, I think he's, even if we're talking Mayweather. Defensively, yes, Mayweather was a genius. And Bud, I don't think he's as good as Mayweather defensively. But he's very, very good defensively. Offensively, Mayweather can't even see can't see, but the power. The man was dropping Errol Spence with bro, a jab. The guy hits hard with both hands. Listen, let me not ramble on too much, but congratulations, bud. Man, you did it. You did it, man. You even for those of us who thought you'd win, even for us, you proved us wrong in a manner of the win. That was an absolute annihilation of a top class quality fighter. Man, pound for pound #1, man. That's not even in question, man. I knew it done a great job last week, but this is levels, man. The competition, it's about the competition you're facing, man. And Errol Spence looked indestructible. I mean, that car crash couldn't fuck with him, you know. And even having his eye socket broken or whatnot, he still looked like he was like the Terminator, man. He was like that guy you just felt like, even if you predicted against him, you just never too sure, man. But boy, did Bud prove us all wrong. Even, like I said, those of us who thought he would win, not like that, man. Not like that. He beat on that boy. He absolutely beat up the guy who was supposed to be his nemesis, man. And that's when you're talking levels. This was not a war. This was a beat-up session, man. Making the guy look so ordinary. Errol Spence looked like he didn't belong.